Gotta break that clip in, boy.
We're doing it live.
Tried.
Doing it.
It's called a magazine, not a clip.
Man, I am fucking lit.
We all are.
Right? Just like any other episode of the Red Eye Report, ladies and gentlemen.
Have
I
we
went
all
with the
had
screwdriver.
edibles?
Yes.
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 Yes, we have. It's a good day. We're still doing a little bit of inhaling.
Plural.
Yeah, edibles. I've had about 100 milligrams. How about you two?
Well, Jesus. Mine was.
Oh,
just
not
10.
that much.
I got mine off of some
75.
homeless man.
35?
But I have smoked an entire pack. It's fucking shame. The last
And you
hour. So
And you're making nasty
now
fucking...
I'm drinking a fucking screwdriver, and I don't ever drink. So
Yeah,
this
you
should
never
be fun.
drink. What's the occasion?
Nothing.
Just happen to have
I watched the
vodka
Big
in
Lebowski, and I was like, I want a White Russian, and then I might as well get orange juice because I got vodka
that
now.
impressionable?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Just look at him.
exactly. Just look at me. McDonald's loves me. All right, guys, ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Oracle.
Yeah, I'm ready, dude.
Look at him. He's
Hey,
got
oh,
Pompeii in the
I'm just
I
background.
can't.
grinding
His
some fucking
video's
weed.
fucking. It's frozen on my TV, so
Yeah, it's frozen on mine too. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
What?
I see him
moving around
moving.
he's moving around on the show though. He's got it.
Yeah.
sure
He probably is just sitting and concentrating.
Right.
No, he's not. Anyway, in this episode of the Red Eye
He
Report,
looks stoned shitless, doesn't he?
Oh, I
Look
am.
at him.
Yes.
Look at the
Oh,
fear in the eyes.
can I finish, Daddy?
Oh fuck you, go ahead.
In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we opine about the obfuscation techniques employed by experts. We use unnecessarily big words, and as usual, we hold a Quora Q&A about the wonderful healing power of bukkake. With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle. Once in the 1770s, Oracle had to convince an angry horde of pirates that he did, in fact, have the missing eye of Rodin. How did he do it? Mescaline. A lot of it.
That's right.
Yeah, fucking mescaline. It'll work every time. Next to him is the soot-covered ashtray. He's our expert this week, since he is an expert at being a smug, condescending B-plus version of Moby.
Damn
We've
right.
also got a fluffy teddy bear. We recently found out that Teddy forged his resume to get the Red Eye Report gig. 7 years of experience as Al Jazeera's ethnic correspondent sounded fishy, but fuck it. He works for weed and gay t-shirts.
And also, I'm not really black. I just fell asleep in a tanning booth, so y'all fell for that one too.
Last and least, I'm the mystic. I got my second microchip dose today, and now whenever my wife turns on the kitchen light, I chant an ancient Sumerian hymn and shit my pants. So that's fun.
Nice.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
Boom.
We're talking about forgery this week. As soon as I open this fucking link, I can talk about it. So what is forgery, you ask?
I didn't ask that.
I'm going to tell you anyway. It's the process of making,
rhetorical question.
Don't put
adapting,
words in my mouth.
or imitating objects, statistics, or documents with the intent to deceive. Okay?
What would have been Haley, by the way?
So there's types. Oh, yeah. Duh, Teddy. Let's do it. Hold on.
Yep.
All right, I'll just keep talking until Teddy's fucking done.
No. It's good now. It's good now. I'm not gonna fill the whole. I'll have to fill the whole bag, bro. We're good.
Well,
See, look. See.
seeing a delay. Remember, there's like a 10, 15 second delay in our feed. So
Hey,
it
there
looks
we
like
go.
your bag isn't ready to go yet. Now
I'm
you
gonna
look
give
right.
87.
Anyway,
It's your challenge.
types of forgery. Archaeological forgery, like making a fucking Chinese pottery, in your fucking
Making it
in
look
your
like an
basement.
old pot.
saying it's 4,000 years old. Art forgery, which is what we're going to focus on tonight because it's not really all art and documents. Okay, this is the weirdest thing that I've seen on here. Black propaganda
What?
is a type of forgery. Yeah. It's false information and material that purports to be from a source on one side of a conflict, but is actually from the opposing side. It's not black
nothing to do with
people
race.
propaganda. It's
It's basically
It's
like
the fucking
reverse propaganda.
yeah. But why do they call it black propaganda?
Because it's bad.
Propaganda is
Well, maybe just because it's the reverse, like I guess white propaganda would
Yeah,
be
it's the bad kind of propaganda.
bad propaganda because it's
right.
You see
Not
Malcolm X. We had to
supporting
made a
your-
rendition.
Okay, so counterfeiting, obviously that's a huge one. Counterfeit money, consumer goods, like the handbags you buy on fucking
cheap
Down
sneakers
in
out of
yeah.
Chinatown.
right. Counterfeit medication, I read, was a fucking huge one. Because
That sounds so
know,
dangerous.
yeah, exactly. You get shit
No,
from
it's
somewhere
fucking
you don't
taken.
know. Yeah, right.
It's one thing if it's just like it's cut really thin and it's like just full of filler, like
Right.
whatever baking soda. But man,
So here's one. Counterfeit watches, obviously. Unapproved aircraft parts.
What?
yeah,
Who
you think you're
fucking
getting a
just
good
makes
deal
like
on
a
a
wing?
propeller?
Yeah, right. Oh, I got this fucking.
But here's the thing.
cut at the wrong
Here's the
angle.
scary thing. How many of those things are in Delta airplanes though?
Well, I was gonna say
Well,
Spirit Airlines.
I'm sure Delta, like part of the FAA, they probably have to have approved parts. But
What
private
if the
planes,
forgeries are like really good?
Exactly. They are forgers. It's what they do for a living.
well, if you're having a direct, they have contracts with the actual aircraft, Boeing and Airjet and
Yeah.
shit.
Those aren't. We're talking. These are probably.
We're talking
some
the
dudes
private jets and stuff,
Yeah.
private planes.
So anyway, false documents, identity forgery, obviously, fake passport, shit like that. Musical forgery, which I never really thought about
Musical forgery?
as
Musical
forgery.
forgery?
Yeah, like so it's like if you like someone says they found an old piece that was written by Chopin.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Would they
but it
be
wasn't.
documentation?
They
Wouldn't it be
wrote it
documents
themselves.
or whatever?
Well, that's
It
what
is
we're gonna. That's what
yeah.
we're gonna get into. Is
Okay.
that there isn't really a universal like documentation system for things like that. So it's all up to experts, and I'm using that in quotations, obviously, because what makes an expert let's focus. We know what forgery is now, obviously,
Yeah.
but let's focus on fucking this one case in particular. It was a movie, a Netflix docuseries called Made You Look. Sorry. So it was an $80 million con, right? It is by far the biggest art forgery case in history.
Shut up.
So this guy, or these multiple people, there was a woman, a foreign, like a Spanish dude, and a Chinese guy, like from China. He moved to somewhere in New York. But he, for over 20 years, created works that were like abstract expressionism. Ashtray probably knows a lot more about that, obviously, than I do. I don't know, but people like it was like Pollock, Jackson Pollock, shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know any other people other than him, is what I'm saying.
Don't worry. I went to a technical college where they taught us how to do all the things to make money, but they didn't teach us any art history.
Okay, well, never mind. You still know more about it than I do. Jackson Pollock, Willem de Kooning, and Mark Rothko. Rothko I've heard of, I guess. So basically, he created these works that were so good that these experts in the field of art, like people that had written multiple books about Jackson Pollock,
Yeah. The art
said
critics.
said that this was an original Jackson Pollock. Now, eventually, it all fucking fell apart, right? So
Yeah.
the works that he created altogether, there were like 40 something, 35 or 40 of them, but they amounted to almost $80 million
Damn, dude, that's fucking
really?
crazy.
that they sold in this fucking thing. So,
And so
and the
how did
documentary.
he sell them? Like, obviously, he wasn't selling them. So, look, I keep
No.
finding
So
these
basically-
paintings.
So basically, here's the story. So like, and I don't know if Oracle knows anything about this, but they did do a little history about the Chinese. Like, in China, kids that are good at art and shit like that aren't like nourished the way that they are in the States. Like they use them over there to create things that have already been like they teach them how to forge, how to be forgers. And that's how this dude learned. He was a super talented painter in China. They taught him how to emulate all of these people and shit. Like he was fucking just a talented dude. And he moved to the US. Somebody, I don't know how this woman found out who he was. But she like paid him, basically. She gave him a cut and she went and sold them to this gallery. And this, you know, it was like a perfect storm. The gallery was kind of failing. They wanted to be one of the bigger ones. Yeah. So all of a sudden, this fucking woman, I found this original Jackson Pollock that nobody knew existed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In the back of a beer.
Yeah, there's supposed to be documentation. There's supposed to be. Jackson Pollock was actually really big into taking pictures while he worked and shit. You know what I mean? And like documenting the process.
And he's contemporary enough that there's
right. Yeah, it was only 70 years ago that that he's alive.
That old.
So you say he did 35 or 40 paintings. Was all the guy did Pollocks, or did he do others also?
No, there were other artists. Like
okay.
And like people I don't know, basically. Like
if you can't link the guys you named to a turtle, I'm not gonna know who they are.
Right, exactly. So anyway, but like here's the question I want to ask. He was a good enough artist to fool experts in the fields of these painters, right? What makes his art any less than what they created?
Well, it comes in that argument of like he's got all the craft nailed down, but he's got no original inspiration.
But that was because he was nourished that way. He wasn't nourished to be original.
So it's and that's where it's like he's a production artist rather than a creative.
Yeah.
Where he can, and that's where you get the snobby artists who are like, and especially some of these people who do real extravagant things, like, oh, Kanye West puts on this, haunted house, trip hop, jungle gym,
right.
And it's like Kanye West didn't
dispenser.
make all that shit. Kanye West just like came up with some ideas, and he made a bunch of other starving artists make it.
Exactly. Kanye West did the Prince. Bring me a giraffe at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Like Kanye West did some crazy shit, and they're like, "All right, well, I guess we're just gonna do this now."
Yeah, make it happen.
Yeah. So
damn the expenses.
That's a really good docuseries if you want to ever fucking
what's that?
Check it out. Actually, yeah, that's right. Oh, the dude was a Chinese math professor too.
Wow.
Like he fucking taught at some college in New York.
While painting
while
forger?
painting, like
that's cool.
In his part time and shit. And the bitch was totally fucking cutting him out. She'd get like 1.8 million or something, and give him like 100 grand.
I'm guessing it's a white chick.
Yeah. Oh no, she was Mexican actually.
Spanish. Mexican. Oh wow.
Or not Mexican, Spanish. Sorry.
Now, did he know what kind of price she was getting?
I don't think so. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think he kind of just stayed. I think they deliberately kept him away from everything. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want anyone finding out. And then eventually somebody, because I mean, like I said, there's supposed to be documentation.
Shit. He should have paid himself some $100 bills, y'all.
Providence. What is it called? Provenance?
Provenance?
Provenance, I think, or something like that. It's like the history of the piece, basically.
Well,
and it's supposed to have that with originals. It's like having papers for dogs. It's a fucking pure breed. You know what I mean?
What the hell just happened?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking and then I just hear nothing.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's weird.
All right.
It's like the feed cut.
They must have.
Fix your shit, bro.
I was like, what's with the weird awkward silence?
Government's at.
Sorry.
So anyway, the next one I want to talk about was actually the more interesting of the two. So It's called Murder Among the Mormons. Was a docuseries I watched. And this dude, fucking, let me pull up his name here. Sorry. Come on.
This dude.
Mark William Hoffman. So he's an American counterfeiter, forger, and convicted murderer. So in 2 separate days, he had 2 bombs that went off in Salt Lake City in 1985. And basically, so they're investigating like fucking murders, but they don't really think that, they think it's linked to the church, but it wasn't linked to the church in the way that it kind of turned out to be. It was kind of weird because, so this guy was a document dealer, I guess is what you would call him. That's what he did. He dealt, like, he found and dealt in rare fucking documents. So he ended up finding, or so they thought,
where it's like, oh, this is a note from the world, Civil War,
right?
Sort of thing.
Document. We get it.
So his first one was in 1980. He claimed that he had found a 17th century King James Bible with a folded paper gummed inside. The document seemed to be the transcript that Smith's scribe. So Smith, we're talking about John Smith, or is that his name?
Joseph
the Mormon
Smith,
fucking Joseph Smith. Yeah. So that dude's scribe, Martin Harris, presented to him like that it was written in Joseph Smith's supposed own hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that nothing had ever been found like this before. And it was authenticated again by experts. And these people were like, oh yeah, God, this guy's really good, and then he found like this letter later, which is the most famous one, called the Salamander Letter, it appeared in 1984. So it was supposedly written by the scribe of Joseph Smith. What is it? So Joseph Smith, in the history of the Mormon teachings or whatever, he supposedly got his fucking orders from the angel Moroni. But this letter supposedly said that he got his orders, or like his fucking whatever, from a salamander. A white salamander. Yeah.
I mean, that's just as ridiculous as an angel.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the big deal?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is he did, but you find out that the reason that he did this, and he did other ones, he eventually got caught, and he was so in debt that he tried to murder the people that fucking knew what was going on. Kind of, yeah, to go money and like get out of it. Yeah, but he was so good that he fooled fucking the Mormon church. Like he fooled everybody. You know what I'm saying? And like even like they in the interviews, like those guys were like, these dudes were top, like fucking forgery FBI guys. They're like, they were just impeccable. There was nothing out of place, and it was like a weird reason that they ended up catching him. But the reason that he did it was because he was pissed off at the Mormon church and organized religion. So he just did like the white salamander letter. Like Oracle said, it's just as fucking ridiculous.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like when those guys created the what is that? The spaghetti monster religion or whatever.
Spaghetti monster, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's just as fucking ridiculous as what you're telling me you think is real.
Flying spaghetti monster is not Scientology. Sorry. I just had to say that.
Anyway, so again, though, these experts, you know what I'm saying? So I guess what I want to say is these experts, first off, need to fuck off because they're being dumb about shit. Like, come on, dude. Like fucking just because you want to make it, and that's the thing, they want to make themselves. They want to be the guy.
What does it take to become an expert in a
Again, I don't know exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no set thing about fucking what makes an expert an expert. Somebody can just say they're an expert.
That comes to the philosophical argument, especially of the artists where it's like the art critiques. Like, how do you decide what's real art? Oh, well, the art critiques decide. Well, how do we decide that they are the deciders?
Well, and that's the thing. They decided that guy's forgeries were real works of art.
Legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now all of a sudden they're not.
Well, that's like they were legitimized by the experts.
Exactly.
There's nothing better.
Nope.
Fucking
and I feel like that's more of the story than the forgeries themselves.
You're all
is that
high
these
as shit
people,
right now.
Is that these people? No, is that
Yep.
these rich fucking people in New York and these art galleries in London and shit? Like they just have no concept of fucking real world things, and they just fucking.
Well, they've got, those are also the type of people where it's like got all that
$14
boatload of money.
What?
Where they feel like they've invested in everything else. Well, I might as well buy some art. It'll appreciate in value. Fucking hang it over the
Blobs on a
map.
canvas, man. It doesn't even look cool.
Hey, no, man. I don't know.
Like I don't get
Some
it.
artists.
I
Cool,
like
bro.
Jackson Pollock.
I mean, take a picture. Let me look. Look, my son's gonna be he's gonna be a famous artist. You
Boom.
can see.
I honestly
Everybody's son
think
can be a
that
famous
when I
artist
see
these days.
good
That's the
graffiti-
problem.
When
There's
I
too many
see good
artists.
graffiti,
It's too many artists. Ashtray is the
seriously-
problem.
That's the problem. Yeah. There's so many artists now.
Too many artists.
Yeah, it's hard to stand out.
you sick of the competition or what?
I mean,
Exactly.
really, it's.
Hey, when I see graffiti art, like good graffiti art, I think that's cooler and better than fucking almost any traditional
Yeah.
art out there.
Yeah, you know what? That's your perspective and your opinion, man.
It is my opinion.
Like your
Because the
opinion.
thing is, like,
Because that's
you're
like
not
your opinion.
you're not the judge and legitimizer.
But who is
Yeah.
the legitimizer and why are they the legitimizer?
Okay,
These
so I got-
critics who just like take fucking, they get a master's degree in art. They don't make any art themselves, but they
Right.
like fucking get all these student loans to get a degree that said they know what they're fucking talking about, and they can ramble on of this artist and that artist and this contemporary feeling, and this is in the Baroque
derivative.
period. And
Yeah.
you're like, what's a Baroque?
If it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
Don't fix it, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Italy, we were in Venice. They got these guys out there selling all this fake forged shit. You can buy a fake Prada bag, fake Gucci bag, whatever. It is not illegal to sell it. It is illegal to buy.
What?
But the tourists don't know that. So there'll be cops sitting there by the guy selling this illegal shit, and you'll see fucking like a Prada bag for fucking a fake Prada bag that looks fucking real for like $200. Like, yeah, fucking, and then you buy it, and when you walk off, the cops come and get you. Like, hey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, you just broke the law.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they make you pay a fine right there, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, how much money you got?
Wow.
They're just there shaking down tourists.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
That's a pastime for some people.
Anyway, anybody got any forgery stories?
Yeah, good old forgery story.
Yeah.
Anybody ever watch the show Good Girls? It's on Netflix.
No.
It's about forgery, about money.
I have a good forgery story. It was at the AVN Awards in Vegas, the porn
Oh, this-
convention,
This is gonna be good.
Forgery?
and we had so literally we had
Your manufacturing
we had
houses,
industry
those-
passes, so we get the early day access where you
Forged
don't have to
pocket
deal with
pussies.
the fucking idiots waiting for. This is when I was a graphic designer for the amateur porn company, and
Yeah, we know you're at the porn awards.
the like in the drunken throes of the nightclub the night before, like I remember as they're like getting everybody out, like fuck my pass, I couldn't find my pass, and had to like argue with the bouncers to like let me look for my pass, and I just couldn't find it. So it's like, how am I gonna get in the next day? So we went to a Kinko's and like rented time on the computer, and we took my buddy's ID and we scanned it in. And when you scan it in, it's got that like pattern that like shows it's like, oh, it's a forgery, right? Well, All you do is you take that picture into fucking Photoshop, play around with the levels, adjust the contrast a little. Oh, all of a sudden that forgery like pattern, boop, gone. Print it out. Like we just copied over his name, changed it to mine. We just left the barcode as it is, and like, it's like, oh, we'll just be like, oh, we don't know why this ain't working. And it's just like, do.
Okay,
that's
see,
and it worked. It worked.
It worked. They only like
Nice.
they would scan it. Like I guess there was only certain instances where they would need to scan it per se. Otherwise, it was like, oh yeah, put your scanner, and it fucking was brilliant. It was the only time
security guards don't give a fuck anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, because of the quality of these lighters that you make, I am now convinced that you also do passports after hearing that story.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Right.
really.
Well, yeah, it was
Fake IDs. You can make a killing down at the high school. Fake IDs and shit.
that's the
Fucking
thing is,
grade
yeah,
school,
I gotta.
man.
I need to figure out. I need to get a machine that can print out on that like thin plastic shit.
Oh no, don't really do it, man. You're an alcoholic. You'll fuck
I
up.
got no,
You'll
dude.
get
I got
arrested.
too many other
Don't
hobbies
really
that
do it.
make me money. On like,
It's a bad. We were joking, bro.
playing along.
Word. I have a forgery story. When I went to a Tool concert years ago, the people in front of us had fake tickets. And they didn't know they were fake until they were in line. And like, dude was like, these aren't real tickets. And they're like, what? Like, I don't know if they bought them from a scalper who fucking
Did they look different too, or did you get an eye on them?
No, I didn't really get an eye on him, but the second dude, it's like, yeah, these are fucked up. You got to come over here with me. Like, here. Anyway, that's my forgery story. And then I just went in and got fucking hammered and watched Tool.
And forgot all about forgery because you spent the money the real way.
So anyway, that's
Buy that shit legit.
that's fucking forgery, man. That's it. Watch that docuseries, both of them. They're good.
What was it called again?
Make Your Murder Among the Mormons was that second one, and then the first one was don't even remember.
Made you look.
Made You Look. There you go. Yep.
The source of terrible advice here at the Red Eye Report.
Yeah,
check it out.
Look. All right, now we're moved on to the wet sexy section of the show. This is where Ashtray shows you a picture of some titties. Oracle Horizon Zero Dawn on PC.
Yeah, so Sony released Horizon Zero Dawn and I think Death Stranding so far.
Don't you have like PS4 or 5?
Well, you used to, and then they have released a few PC games now. So,
But don't you have the original system?
oh no, I
to play
sold
it on?
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it looks fucking great on PC. Looks really good. So I'm
And you're
digging
running
it.
like 1420, like 1440, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks great, runs great, and it's a cool game. It's that bow when you're hacking.
I don't see any
robot
cool
dinosaurs.
fucking trailers going on.
Yeah, I'm too high to fucking pull that.
Wow,
Jesus,
dude,
that's what
do you want?
our audience.
What do you want? Production value?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Hey,
Dude, High Oracle
he's usually
is
pretty
awesome.
good about like showing fucking visuals when you're talking about something sexy.
Yeah, well, Oracle's allowed to get high too.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, now our show's going to shit
Oh
because
my
he isn't on
God,
bath salts anymore.
Go into shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Go into shit. I think we've hit that
Wow.
bottom. I think we've bottomed out.
Right? Oh yeah. We've
so-
kept our nose right in the gutter.
Yeah.
No reason to get up for air.
I'm up next talking about Rogers. Drama is fantastic. That's all. I just love like the drama. The dude
Well,
is a
explain it for the
calculated
audience.
dude. So I think he fucking did it. They know about it. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Our audience don't know shit.
They probably broke in breaking news.
They may
and
watch
shit.
this later. And they'll be like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Fucking Wendy Williams was on and shit. They're like, breaking. Aaron
You have,
Rodgers.
to treat your,
to be
you
traded.
have to treat your audience like fucking idiots.
So
just in
anyway,
case, because-
he says that he doesn't want to be the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers anymore. That's basically it.
Oh, shit.
He started
Why?
the drama, and now I just get to watch it unfold. I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm not working tonight, I guess. really went
Oh,
there.
yeah,
this is
right.
going to be
That's-
ugly.
Yeah.
People in Wisconsin are going to fucking lose their shit.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
What?
Yep. Anyway.
What?
All right, Teddy, off-brand controllers.
Okay, so if you have a Switch, the controllers are really fucking tiny. I think I brought one. Yeah, right here. They're really fucking tiny. Okay. And when you hold it makes it kind of. I feel like it makes kind of buckle out. So I found these little cool ass little things here on Amazon for $39. These are some Chinese ripoff Rego modals. One of the cool things about them is it has a turbo button, which I haven't had since I was a kid.
Turbo
The
button.
turbo
I know,
button.
right?
Yeah.
It has fucking turbo buttons on each Joy-Con, so I can make a direction fucking turbo.
Say that again?
And it has it on both Joy-Cons, so I can make a
You make an
directional.
erection? Is that what I heard?
Directional. No, a direction.
I don't know, man. There's that. What are they? HD Rumble or whatever?
They do, yes.
Yeah, fucking strap that shit to a pocket pussy. Play fucking Mario Kart.
Duct tape. Sounds like
and they also have an
bubble gum.
automatic fire button too, so I don't have to touch it at all. So they're real fun. I like the little
hell's
shape
an
also.
automatic fire button.
It's the
Cheap-ass
same as
bullshit.
it's so like if you're in a game where you like especially shooting game or whatever, you don't have to keep randomly tapping a button or holding it down for turbo.
Wait, so
You
it's
just make
like
sure it just
the,
automatically goes.
Yeah, so you go
Automatic,
turbo
yeah.
to auto. Yeah,
To
where
auto,
you,
yeah.
if you push the button, it shuts it off, basically.
Yeah,
Right?
pretty much. Yeah. But it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The sticks are higher. It's pretty cool. Check them out if you're looking for bigger controllers for your Switch because you got man hands like I do.
Yeah.
Or could you still use the original Joy-Cons?
Carolyn does. I don't play the
So-
Switch.
Oh, you don't play Switch?
No.
He doesn't play with kid toys.
Yeah, right? Listen, he's got such
Petty.
big man hands.
She's still playing Breath of the Wild.
Wow.
It's been out for 4 years now.
Yeah, I haven't even finished it.
That's so 2017.
Right? There's too many games.
Yeah.
Hard to get through any one of them.
Yeah.
All right. Ashtray, Oracle's greasy doppelganger.
This
Yeah,
fucking moron.
You gotta bring this up.
All right, I'll bring it up.
Only because I saw him, like a clip of him on the news where it's like, I don't remember seeing this
What?
guy. But
I don't know. That doesn't really look
This
like
doesn't
Oracle.
look anything like me.
It's like if you had greasy hair, slicked
It's like the
back.
same colored hair, but
Yeah,
that's about it.
right?
It's kind of fucked up, man.
It's Rudy Giuliani's son who's all like, "Yeah, my dad,
Which makes it
like,
better.
he's I know he's a tough motherfucker," and apparently he's gonna try to run to be governor of New York.
Oh God, really?
Going
He
down.
just had this like Skype call where he's kind of like, it would be like Oracle looking in if he had his hair slicked back and greasy.
This guy looks nothing like.
I couldn't get you out of my head.
All right, B plus Moby.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Right?
No, he's still Nega Waldo.
Fucking Rudy Giuliani's son. What the fuck? You look like a fucking turd. Piece of shit.
Mr. Hanky.
It's getting real. Shots fired.
Right? Jeez.
Oh, man.
All right. Anyway, move on to the fuck what you think. Oracle, pick up the goddamn chair.
Yeah. So we have to move. We've been looking at apartments, but we've got a bunch of shit that we've accumulated past 3 years we've been here. So we got to fucking downsize. Things have been going pretty well. Putting it on Craigslist, a lot of it we're giving away. And one of those things was my old office chair, which, it was okay, but it wasn't great. But it's free. And we had picked it up for free. So this person, they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to come and pick it up. And so we're like, all right, put it out on the porch. And we just kind of forgot about it for the past couple of days because everybody else has just picked the shit up. And Carolyn goes out there and she's like, oh, they didn't pick the fucking chair up and it rained. So now it just got rained on, and it's all fucking soggy and shit, and this person didn't pick it up.
Shitty and musty.
Yeah. So now, I don't know. If we'll
Now
get
your
what
chair is
we
like real
Where-
fucked.
do
Now
you
you just
know
gotta put
this
it on the
person?
curb.
No, it was just a random person on Craigslist, but we're like, okay, yeah, pick it up. Here's the address.
Your
never
porch
showed up.
is obviously not covered then.
It is covered, but it was.
Oh, was it a real fuck off storm or
It
Yeah.
was a nor'easter, huh?
what? Nor'easter.
Anyway.
They come in
Nor'easter.
sideways.
Yeah, find out where they live. Throw that shit on their lawn.
Yeah, right. Start harassing them.
Be like, hey, I brought the chair over for you, fucking
Swat
piece
their
of shit.
house.
Yeah, start fucking like chopping animal horse heads off and
Right,
throwing
yeah.
them in their lawn.
Yeah.
You should have picked the chair
Boiling their
up.
pet rabbits.
Why do horses have to die because they didn't pick up a goddamn chair? Like people
I don't
people
know.
on Craigslist
It's
are not
ritual
reliable.
petty.
Marlon
question.
Brando, dude.
They're not reliable, man. They never are reliable.
Chop the fingers of a orphan child off and send them like once a
Yeah,
week.
right.
Just
It's
to
even
prove a
worse than
point.
horse
Chair
hands.
up.
Just to prove a point. Anyway, all right. Goddamn chili peppers. That's my fuck what you think. So I get like Hello Fresh meals, and I'm making one tonight. It's fucking poblano pepper quesadillas with like green salsa, right? With like salsa verde. But it had like 2 little chili peppers that you could dice up and fucking, put in there if you wanted some heat. And I've never just eaten like the seeds or like this, a part of the chili pepper. And I fucking ate that shit and my face was on fire for like 15
Oh my
minutes.
god, why did you do
Because I didn't think it was that fucking hot.
was it
I
the
had
seed?
chili pepper shit before. You know what I mean? I didn't eat the whole thing. It was like a nibble.
Damn.
I was like, what
Was
the
it a-
fuck, dude?
Was it a seed?
Yeah.
The
Multiple,
seeds
I think.
get you. Oh,
They fucking get you like a motherfucker. Dude.
Yeah.
Drinking
No,
a
you gotta
glass of
scrape
milk,
the
like
fuck-
fucking.
either you put them in
Anyway.
a sauce, but don't eat them, or you scrape them out.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I should have scraped the seeds out and just chopped the fucking.
Yeah, you should have.
Just chop the greens.
But yeah, was it one of those where it's like, did it ruin the meal just because of the uncomfortableness of like?
No, I didn't put it in there. I just took a nibble off of one.
You took a nibble,
It was
yeah.
so fucking hot, I didn't use any of it. I got pissed
Oh.
and threw it away. It was already spicy. It had some Southwest blend in it. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess it did the burn wear off enough by the time the meal was ready?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like,
Okay, that's good. I was wondering, like, I initially thought you like fucking
No.
put all that shit.
This
in
was
the
like when I
meal
was
and
chopping everything up.
chomped
Like
on it.
half an hour before it was done. Anyway, ashtray, bare bones details bullshit. I don't know what that.
Oh, local news. It's like, oh, here's a headline of a story that sounds interesting, but the way they Madison police officer fires taser at man after he damaged car with tow chain. Well, I gotta know what happened here. And you gotta read it. And it's like basically saying, oh yeah, Police Sergeant Daniel Sherrick so-and-so used his electronic device on Roger Jones, 31. Jones allegedly damaged a car with a tow chain on the corner of East Washington and South Patterson Street at 9:30 p.m.
It sounds like a really
Jones was
neighborhood.
confrontational and non-compliant. That's all they tell you. It's like, what was he just
Great
out there
reporting right there.
slashing? Yeah, right. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like, did you just get were you just listening to the police scanner and you
Pretty much.
just kind of fleshed it out? I mean, what was he out there lashing like drivers by with the tow chain? Just like, I mean, that's East fucking Wash is busy. That
I don't know,
area
man.
is.
Why don't you call him up and ask? Like, what?
What the fuck?
Is the last
I
minute.
mean,
what
you're
fuck was
reading
he
it on
thinking?
channel 3000.
I know.
It's not
The
like
production
it's,
value can't save how shitty their reporting is. All right, that's it.
All right, Teddy, goddamn Delta Airlines.
Okay, so booked the flight to go to Jamaica for the honeymoon. We were supposed to leave after the wedding. Delta moved our flight up twice, 3 times I think. But anyway, the last time they moved it up was to 7:35 in the morning. The wedding starts at 10, so I had to get the flight changed to the next day. Explained everything to Delta. They didn't give a fuck. They charged me $230.
Damn.
and I was like, really, bro? I was like, it's the same time, the same flight. Nothing else changes, you know.
Mhm.
It just moves to the next day. And I was like, really, motherfuckers? So yeah,
It is weird.
Yeah, what was their
sounds pretty
what was
light,
their
so.
rationale? Is it
the
just
rationale was
because
like
it's changing it?
we could make the flight. The way the guy on the phone pretty much like, you can either get married or go to Jamaica. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, awesome, cool.
Fuck.
So I was like, okay, I'm just
Right, you got everything booked in Jamaica already. Yeah. Fuckers.
So,
Fuck it.
So we're
Delta
going to the
don't
next
give a
thing.
fuck.
yeah, they'll take me a fuck. They don't give a
All right. Well, fuck Delta. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself,
Holy shit.
Mississippi. That's our show. Fuck, we're done already. It's 10:45.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
yeah. Your topic was fucking bare bones.
I mean, yeah, we didn't.
Well, I just wanted to
weird.
talk about those two things.
Well, let's bullshit for 15 minutes then.
Well, let's talk
Like
about
we do.
fucking Mortal
might as well.
Kombat.
I thought you
Oh
were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
let's
Mortal
do it.
Kombat.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's right. We
moving
fucking
right,
talked
all
about
right.
it.
Hey,
Hi-ass
Travis is
motherfuckers.
asking if you're going to Montego Bay.
Montego
Yeah,
Bay.
fucking
Tell him I don't have
Montego
a
Bay.
passport yet
We're going to the Ebola Star.
I'm in no
Grand
rush.
Hall.
to fucking travel.
I'll send you pictures of the room, Travis. It's awesome.
Okay, Mortal Kombat.
All right, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
New
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Anyway, I don't want to start it because I'm eating a popsicle. So go ahead.
Okay, so I'll start it. Mortal Kombat. This was a rehash of the for anybody who I'm high as shit right now. Give me a second. Give me a second. Like everything just kicked in. Whoa, man.
Mortal Kombat.
We're gonna lose our sponsors.
Oracle, did you ever play the games? Game
Back
games.
in the day, I
Of course he
played.
did.
Back in the- okay.
Who the
Two-
fuck didn't?
Yeah,
Who
1,
didn't?
2,
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
3.
say, what kind of question is that?
This movie pretty much covered the lore of 1, 2, and 3. It was the first rated R movie for fucking 1, and it was fucking awesome. The story was great. They didn't take too many liberties. They paid homage to the old movies that were fucking shitty, by the way.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
I mean, there's so many fucking Easter eggs. I mean, even in the fucking they're going into the training area, and he's like, you have to test your might from the first game. They had the little mini game trying to break the boards.
Mhm.
And then with Liu Kang and Kano with the just sweeping him like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the leg sweep thing.
I mean, yeah, they had fatalities. They really this was actually this was made for the gamers.
It was, yeah. It definitely pulled off like giving the fucking nerds what they wanted,
Mhm.
and
Okay,
still
yeah.
not being, and not being like shitty. Because it's kind of usually it's like one or the other. Like give the nerds what they want, and it's a fucking terrible movie, or, hold your story together, and you sometimes leave out those little Easter eggs.
Dude, they never give the nerds what they want in these.
Yeah, usually it's-
Exactly. And they did with this one. It was
Right.
fucking awesome. I mean, yeah.
All right, Oracle.
It felt a little slow to me in the beginning, and Kano is fantastic. Kano's like a crowd favorite. Travis is
Great.
saying in the,
Best.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
chat that Kano is great. I agree.
Laser eye.
Really
Better
fucking
than
funny.
fireballs, you fucking pussy.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome. It felt like to me the movie got really good when Kano did when he ripped the heart out of that lizard in that fight.
that was Reptile,
Yeah.
not
that was
just
Reptile.
some lizard.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's just some
I
weird,
just
just
thought some lizard,
mirage
man.
lizard.
No,
Yeah.
it was it's the character Reptile. He can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
well, when he ripped
was
the
the
fucking
green
heart out
ninja.
of it, that's when shit was just like, okay, fuck it, anything goes. Like the most ridiculous
Not
shit
when
would
not when the black guy had his arms frozen and ripped off and then kicked down a hole.
dude, it was so much better because they gave him like these little bullshit kid arms, and then somehow like as
Finally,
he's,
like basically like bone arms.
right as he's he's trying to save Sonya,
Yeah.
he just magically gets fucking these huge ripped titanium arms.
Well, that was all tied into
gotta-
the whole point of
You gotta think
It-
you're a real boy.
it was same way Kano got his laser eye because they were in the mystical Mortal Kombat land, and you just
Yeah.
had to believe in yourself just right, and you figure out what your power is.
Mystical.
So
voice.
if he
is
didn't
super
lose his arms,
ridiculous.
what do you think his power would have been?
I don't know.
Well, in the game he loses in the game he loses his arms and gets cybernetic arms. So his power.
I'm
is
just saying, like, as a Mortal
arms.
Kombat tier.
Anyway, it's a fucking movie. Ashtray, what'd you think about it?
Oh, it was fun. And I thought pretty well done for being a decent movie. And like you're saying, a lot of Easter eggs for the fans and the nerds, and they rarely get, especially that much.
It was awesome.
And yeah, definitely set up for a sequel. So yeah, hopefully the
part
sequel
2, baby.
somewhat, or at least is on par with this. Hopefully.
I think
Alright.
it will be.
I enjoyed it. I think arguably the CG. This movie was just as reliant on CG as Kong versus Godzilla was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not to the level. Obviously, there was more of it in Kong, but I'm thinking like that's the point of this movie is the fights, is the fucking the action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they were
dicing
still
people into-
able. But they were still able to have a decently coherent story,
Mhm.
even though it's batshit fucking crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy shit. And that's what I'm saying about Kong versus fucking Godzilla. Just hire a writer. That's all I want you to do. You know, like a script writer. Give me something. But anyway, this movie, let's get to this. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fucking fun ride. And you're right. It did give people that played the games like those little Easter eggs, like the flawless victory thing, or the fucking fatality where he fucking rips that dude's fucking. Who did the fatality? It was Liu Kang,
Liu
wasn't it?
Kang. Liu Kang,
Yeah.
yeah, when he summoned the dragon. And
Yeah, like that's fucking cool shit, dude. Like it's just fucking. I don't know.
dude,
I liked it.
So
Go
I
ahead.
played Cabal in part 3. I played Cabal. I had like a 13, 15 hit combo with him. It was
Which
awesome.
one was Cabal?
Getting this, he was the fast guy with the one that got Kano to switch sides.
Oh
quick
yeah,
gets
he
up
kind of
around.
like almost like a mech looking guy.
Mhm.
Yeah. He was
He had to live
with,
in an
with,
iron
with the
lung.
red eyes. Yeah, like playing him on the game, having him his move was to zip by somebody and have him spin, and then you could just run up and do a combo. It was fucking it was awesome. So seeing him zip around in the movie was fucking. I was like, I played Cabal. I played the fuck out of Cabal. He was a good character. This movie was awesome. I really nerded out to it.
Was there a Baraka in this one? I can't remember.
No,
It was not in
With
this
the-
one, but
With the bones.
But Lena, there was when they were in that temple, when you walk by some stuff, you see Katana's fan and stuff. There's they say in part 2 that he should be in there. So yay.
Same.
Word.
Not in this.
All right, I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 3.75 out of 5. Favorite scene is gotta be when fucking I can't even think of his name. The main fucking bad guy. Sub-Zero. When Sub-Zero stabs fucking Scorpion and the
Oh,
blood
his own
comes
blood.
spewing out and he freezes the blood into another knife and
Yeah.
then stabs him. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
That was a badass fight.
Word.
Awesome. Oracle.
Boom. I think I'll
Boo.
give it 4.5.
Wow.
I really enjoyed it. It was fucking great. Favorite scene, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I remember like Kano telling somebody off and then he gets like blasted off into a pillar or something like that. I just loved his fucking one-liners and just telling
Yeah.
people to fuck off and shit. It was really funny.
I think when he's talking to Raiden, they met Raiden, he's like, "What about me?" And Raiden
that's
shot
it.
him and like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Travis said, there was no actual tournament per se, but this was like a battle before the tournament,
Right.
like outside of it.
right, yeah.
Yep. Word.
All right.
All right.
Is
Ashtray.
it my turn? I'm gonna
Sure.
I'll give it four beers out of a 6-pack.
So we're changing the scale now. We're not doing
Yep.
5.
Because it's all arbitrary.
Ah,
You know, like just like judging art. It's just like I was like,
that is true.
you
I'm
know,
an
and who
expert
are
on
we to
former
decide whether
combat
this is
movies.
good or not? So that's gonna be my metric.
6 packs. All right. 4 out of 6. Teddy.
Did Asher say his favorite scene?
Nope.
Oh, favorite scene? Fuck, I can't remember. Yeah, we'll just leave it to all the fun stuff. Whatever. I got nothing.
Awesome. All the fun stuff.
Wow.
Way to go.
I'm high.
give it a-
I can't think of
yeah,
anything on
we
the
all are.
fly.
All right, Teddy.
Okay.
This is why we don't get
I'll
it.
give it a
What did
4
you
point.
give it? 4 out of 6. That's right.
Yep.
4 out of 6. Okay. Yeah. I give it a 4.5 out of 5.
That's
the movie was
2/3.
Awesome. I nerded out on it. My favorite scene was seeing Kung Lao do his fatality on Natara, where he had his hat, the buzzsaw one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the fucking- yeah.
That was
I was
cool.
trying to think.
Flawless victory.
That
Yeah,
was
that-
cool,
that's
and I
a-
couldn't think
Yeah,
of
that's a
who.
real fatality he had where he put
Did
his
it.
hat down and zoom. Bam.
Nice. All right, we stretched this episode out just long enough.
America.
We'll have to save our movie reviews for when we have
What's the next
sparse main topics.
Who's next? Who wants to pick the next one? Oracle picked the last one. Teddy, you pick the next movie. You don't have to pick it right now.
All right, Teddy,
You don't
it's
have to
on
pick it
you.
right now.
Okay, cool. We're watching an anime.
All right.
Ashtray, pick the next movie. Don't make me watch a fucking anime, dude. For real.
Okay, we're watching anime.
It has to be new.
It has to be new. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, recent. Oh, you know, I'll pick.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay, I know what we'll watch because it'll have something to do with my show. So, cool.
All right.
Boom.
So what is it?
Behind the Curve on Netflix.
Behind the
Behind the curve?
It sounds familiar.
It's about flat Earth theory.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Flat Earthers. Yeah,
That sounds good.
Good. We can get the truth out.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
right.
can.
About time. That's why I don't travel. I don't have no passport. It's all a lie.
Travis said new Nick Cage movie. How fucking dare you, bruh? You come at me like that?
Fuck off with that.
Oh no, it's
I mean, really?
I can't remember what it's called. It's the one where he's like stuck in a like I don't know, a Chuck E. Cheese at night, and they all come out to try to murder him.
Oh, and yeah,
In
and
the
he
trailer?
kills. He kills
It looks
the
it looks
animatronics.
That
ridiculous.
sounds
over
just
the
as
fucking top.
ridiculous as
Yeah, the
I
animatronics
did.
are possessed. I saw the trailer for that bullshit. Yeah, it's
All right. Anyway, fuck that. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Mississippi. We'll be here every Thursday night at 10 p.m. You can join us on Facebook.com/The Red Eye Report or TheRedEyeReport.com. You can also twiddle us, but nobody gives a fuck. Like a share, so fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mystic.
I'm Oracle.
This is Ash Trey.
I'm Teddy and Travis. Stop pushing Nick Cage movies on me, bro. It's not gonna happen. No,
And
means
this is
fucking
the
no.
Red Eye Report. The first one's free.
Jesus Christ. No.
First Nick Cage